Okay, and we're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Inspiration Nation. It's one of my favorite days of the week because we get to all group together here. We get to hear how amazing everybody's week is. We get to answer any questions that anybody has and really kind of come together as a community. And I just loved coming together with such a wonderful team, people that I absolutely love spending my day with. Today, we have a very special guest with us. Being our topic is fear and limiting beliefs. So I invited Mr. Robert Hollis Jr. to join us because he has helped me so much in this area. I had so many limiting beliefs, and because he believed in me, I now am able to believe in myself because he showed me that fear, false evidence appearing real, there was no point to it. I was worrying and fearful of things that were probably never going to happen. And I just want you guys to know the power that fear takes over in our lives, of the things that it keeps us from. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce to you one of my very favorite people, the father of a very sweet little boy that I just adore, a writer, and somebody who's just really always there to support me, our family, our team here. And so, Robert Hollis Jr., I'm going to pass this off to you.
Well, Melody, thank you so much for the kind words, and I appreciate you more than words can say. You're just an absolute amazing leader, and you're leading by example. And, I love the conversation that we actually had yesterday where I said, Melody is a professional networker. Between Unlimited Profits and your other businesses, what do you think that you made this month or last month? Including Unlimited Profits, close to like $5,000, I would guess.
Yeah, over
$5,000. Think about how many people go to college for 4 years to get a degree, to get a job, and don't make that kind of money. And she gets to sit at home all day. So, hats off to you, Melody. You've grown so much with Unlimited Profits, and you truly are an inspiration to me, and I know your group as well, and that's why you're doing so incredible. So I just want to thank you for having me on today to, basically talk about fears and limiting beliefs. And, before I get into it too much, I just want to let you guys know that I had to deal with all this stuff as well. When I first got started, I had a lot of limiting beliefs. I still have limiting beliefs. I don't think I have any fear anymore, but the fear is one of the biggest things that's going to hold you back. And, I remember, like it was yesterday when I first got started my business, and, my father went online. Now, of course, this is way back, 11 years ago, so we didn't, have stuff like Unlimited Profits and ways to generate leads. And he bought like, 500 generic stay-at-home business leads. These are people that supposedly went to a website, filled out their information that they wanted to make money, and he said, great, here, call all these people, ask them if they're open to making money. If they say yes, show them our videos, and then go on. And I remember I was just terrified. My gosh, the phone felt like it was 100 pounds. Oh my gosh, well, what I should probably do is, sort these from the East Coast to West Coast, because I want to call them at the right time. And, well, I can't believe it's already 3 now, so, that's probably too late to call people on the East Coast. And I did everything in the book procrastinating not to do it because I was afraid. And, I really look at fear as our business is just like anything else in life is, like Melody said, is false evidence appearing real. So, like I said before with my son, I got to see it happen firsthand because, here we go, we bring him to the ocean. He's now old enough to be aware of his surroundings and what's going on. And when we first brought him to the water, this kid was terrified. oh, I mean, he was squeezing onto my neck so hard I could barely breathe, and, it's okay, it's okay, and I tried to put him down so, his feet would touch the water, and he started screaming and crying, and finally put him down in the sand, and he'd run away from the water, and, he was afraid. I look at it, how many people have seen movies or even seen it live time where this kid builds up the courage to finally climb up on the high dive. Uh-oh. And, they climb up and they're sitting there and there's like all these people behind them. Jump, jump, jump. And they're, no, Daddy, no, I'm scared. I'm afraid, no. And then they would finally jump. And what do 99% of kids say when they pop out of the water? Again, that wasn't that bad. That wasn't scary. I can't believe. It's funny, I did this with skating with a buddy of mine. We went to a skate park. And they call them mega ramps, where it's if you ever just Google mega ramp on put rollerblading mega ramp on in YouTube, and you'll know what I'm talking about. And there's a huge roll-in to get speed to hit this giant ramp. And I wasn't asking this kid to hit the ramp. I was just saying to drop in. It's probably about 2 stories high, and he stood up on top of this ramp for literally 45 minutes. And he would not go down. And I'm going, we're not letting you go down the stairs, man. We're not letting you go down the stairs. If you want to, like a little kid, sit on your butt and slide down, oh, I'm not doing that. And, he sat up there, and when he finally dropped in, he was going, my gosh, that was fun. That wasn't scary. And I really look at this business the same way, because, as soon as you get over that fear and you finally take that step forward and you realize that it's not that scary, what's the worst thing that can happen? I get this from my father. He used to always say this is, okay, now imagine that you finally call, I don't know what it is. You finally call, one of your friends or family members, and they go, Doug, I can't believe you called me to make extra money. I'm coming over to your house right now to kick your butt. See, everybody's laughing because that's not going to happen. And once you finally get over that, I remember that when I finally started calling these leads and I finally started building my business, I was going, wow, why did I procrastinate on doing this for like 2 weeks? This is easy. This isn't scary. And then I got to the point of just calling, I got good at calling actually like 60, 70 numbers a day I was calling. So, I really, want you guys, when you have that fear, to think about that. Think about the little kid, or, Ryder, to finish that story. By the time we finally got his feet in the water, then it almost became the ocean, going to the beach wasn't relaxing anymore because you could not turn your head, and Ryder was running right to the water. He had no fear. I even purposely let him a couple times run out without our protection, so the wave hit him and it knocked him down and he went underwater and popped up, and I was hoping that would kind of give him a little more fear again. No, this kid was wide open, always go, 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 go. So you just got to get back to that place again of being a kid, being excited. And, the only other thing that I wanted to touch base on as far as fear is, if anybody saw my post that I put up yesterday, and I'll read it to you guys. There's a picture of a lion, and it says, the greatest fear in the world is the opinion of others. And the moment that you are not afraid of the crowd, you are no longer a sheep. You become a lion. A great roar arises in your heart, the roar of freedom. Now, I know that's one of the biggest things that holds people back, is you're afraid of what people will think of you. You're afraid of you might mess up, and they have now opinion of you. You got to get over that. I know without a shadow of a doubt, people want to ask all the time, there's probably lots of people on here that are deathly afraid of the opinion of other people. And I'll prove it to you. How many people watching this right now by raise of hands is picked up their phone and called every single person that you know? One person, BJ, give her a round of applause. So BJ's the only person on this Google Hangout that doesn't have a fear of other people's opinions. Because if you didn't have the fear of other people's opinions, what would stop you from picking up your phone and calling everybody you know? How many people want to make a full-time income as a networker? People all the time go, listen, can you put together a game plan for me? And can we go over some numbers? And can we do strategies? Yeah, here's the strategy. I promise you, you pick up the phone and call every single person in your phone with enthusiasm, with excitement, with no fear, and you could care less if they said no. Matter of fact, if they say no, they're stupid. I'm trying to help you out. I got a golden nugget here. I promise you, if you do that, you will make a full-time income in any business that you're in. It's about your Rolodex. I want you guys to think about, me and Amy, we love watching the TV show Modern Family. She loves comedies, and it's just a great show. And in the show, the older dad, he has like this 10-year rival, his arch nemesis, his enemy, because he started a closet company with his friend, and his friend decided to branch off and start his own business, and he took his Rolodex. That bastard took my Rolodex. And that was, he deathly hated this guy, wanted to kill this guy because he took his Rolodex. So what if you started any other business and you had a huge Rolodex of clients that wanted to buy your products, that wanted to change their lives, and you sat there at your desk and you didn't call anybody? You wouldn't make any money either. So you got to get over that fear. And I understand. I used to be like that. Oh, what's my family going to think? And what's my friends going to think? And, oh, I can't approach this person because they'll blah, blah, blah. And really all it comes down to is, people say that the number one fear in the world is public speaking. It's not. It's rejection. It's the opinion of other people. Why is people more afraid of getting on stage and speaking in front of crowds, more afraid of that than death? Than death, guys. Because now you get to stand on stage and have 100, 200, 50 people make an opinion about you. You guys, until you can get over that, you're never going to become massively successful. You might have some success, but you'll never become massively successful until you can get over the fear of what people think about you. And the funny thing about it is if you guys knew how little people thought about you, you wouldn't be so afraid. Yeah, people gossip, but do you really think your friends and family are sitting around every day? Oh, did you hear Melody's in one of those pyramid scams? They don't care. People care about one thing, them. They don't really honestly care what you're doing. So, guys, I'm telling you, once you find out and you finally have, and I'll help everybody if you really want to get over this fear, and people are A, going to do this, or B, they're not, and they're just going to continue to not be happy with their results. They're going to continue to want to do another game plan and wait for that new training, that magic sauce, that thing that's going to change their life. What's going to change your life is you picking up the phone and getting excited to talk to people every day. That's the only game plan that I can tell you. So if you're really that afraid, I would suggest go on Google and type in home-based business leads, MLM leads. And there's all these companies in the world that sell just garbage leads to people. And they normally have deals. So for your first 100 leads, it'll only cost $10. If you're afraid to call your friends and family, I suggest you buy 100 leads for $10. They're probably going to be the worst leads in the world. So you can at least get over the fear of picking up the phone and having somebody tell you no. Call you crazy. Because once you get 100 people that said no, it's like, hey, that really wasn't that bad. I guess if Doug tells me no, it's not going to hurt as much as I thought it was going to hurt. Because that's at the end of the day, guys, everybody's looking for that secret thing, that thing that's going to push them over the edge. And, if you guys haven't heard this statement, if you've gone through the mentorship, you have. But, how many people ever heard that money doesn't grow on trees? My mom always told me that while growing up, but she never told me where it did come from. It comes from other people. If you're not willing to build a relationship with people, if you're not willing to pick up the phone, see, a lot of people, they say, well, I'm doing unlimited profits because I want to use the internet, because I don't want to call my friends and family. That means you don't believe in us. If you haven't called your friend, if you haven't called your mom, if you haven't called everybody you know and told them about unlimited profits, you don't believe in us. So before you go out and try to pitch other people in something that you don't believe in, you might want to start here first. So, sorry I went off on a tangent. I know that you want to keep these underneath a half hour, and I hope you guys got value. And, you know, even with me getting passionate, guys, I want you guys to understand, one of the best advice I've ever gotten in my career is, you know, about 2 years after being in this profession, I finally had success. And it wasn't much success, but I made about $10,000 for the year, which was pretty good. And I got to get on stage. And I remember getting off stage after getting a reward, and there was one of the top leaders that was standing on the other side of the stage. And I said, you know what, I can't, you know, isn't it funny? Everybody makes a big deal that I'm senior consultant. Oh my gosh, you know, it's not even a big deal. I thought it was cool because this guy's grand poopah. And he goes, you know what, Robert, it is a big deal. You got over your fears. The day that you forget what it was like to be a brand new distributor, how afraid you were, how scary it was, how there's troubles and limiting beliefs that you went through, if you ever forget what that feels like, you will lose it. So I'm here to tell you guys, I know it's scary, but the rewards are so much better. Is it scary to jump off a cliff? Yeah. Is it scary to jump off a high dive your first time? Yeah. But how many people on here did a lot of things that were scary and you thank God every day that you did them? Because you could have went your whole life missing out on things that you were afraid of. If you look back on your life, the biggest regrets humans have is not what we messed up, not our mistakes, not the problems we had. It was the stuff we missed out on. You're never going to look back on your life and go, oh, I can't believe I called Scott Gloucester and he called me stupid, meaty, poopy head. Oh, do enjoy my business. No, you're going to look back at it and go, wow. Melody and Doug and Scott and BJ and wow, they're all on stage making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year and I'm still stuck at my job that I hate. I missed it. I missed out. I only would have took it serious. You're never going to look back and look at all your mistakes. You look back on the stuff that you missed out on. I know it's scary. But just think about being a kid again. All the things, you know, even the simplest thing. How scary was it the first time your parents took the training wheels off your bike? But aren't you glad they did it anyways? So guys, I know it's scary, and that's why I think I'm a rollerblader. I still do it. People call me an adrenaline junkie. I'm not an adrenaline junkie. I'm a fear-conquering junkie. Because skating's scary. Every time you jump on a handrail, you jump on a ledge, I could miss and I could break my arm. You get that? Anybody know that feeling right before you call somebody? Oh, you get that feeling in your stomach. You know, it's maybe the first time that you went on a date or the first time you jumped off a high dive. Oh, gosh, I don't know. And then you do it, and it's like, yeah, that was awesome. Doug, how does it feel when you finally got over your fears and people started saying yes and you started seeing checks come in? You get addicted to it. It's like, yeah, I need to call somebody else again. This is fun. And once you get over that fear and move into the fun place, that's when you become the lion. That's when your roar comes, and nothing will stop you. It doesn't matter how many people call Doug stupid, how many people say he's in a pyramid scam, how many people say no. He figured it out. He's got it. He's excited now. He's having fun. Doug's not going to stop till he hits his goals now, am I right? So thank you guys. God bless. And Melody, thank you again for the honor to be on this show with you guys today.
Thank you so much, Robert. I really appreciate your time and your support. And I can't believe all the things that you say are so simple, but if we just apply them to our life, they're always so huge with value. So thank you so much. And you know, guys, I too understand the fear. And I procrastinated for years, and Junior and Scott and Doug can all attest to this. I was so afraid, mostly, of what other people thought. What if they don't like me anymore? What if they talk about me behind my back? And that was my big hang up. That's why I didn't want to do videos. That's why I didn't want to do hangouts with people. That's where my anxiety was coming from. But you know what? The reward was so much greater. That growth that I got was so much greater than caring. I mean, than thinking about what people are thinking about me when they probably weren't thinking about me at all. Right? My family that kept saying, Melody, get a real job. I can't wait. I can't wait to show some of them the checks that I haven't been able to talk to them yet, because they think that because of what their opinion is of me. But man, I'm so excited at the personal growth that I've got. You know, and I want you guys to understand too, there is a difference between danger and fear. I just had a conversation with somebody and they said, well, sometimes we need to be fearful because things can be dangerous for us. You know, danger is real, fear is a choice. It's a choice. It's up to us whether we're going to be fearful or not. So I beg you guys, find a way to get past your fear, even if it's just a little bit at a time. Just like the first time you drove a car, you had your driver's license and you didn't have to have somebody sitting with you anymore. You're by yourself in the car. The first time you're driving, remember how scary that was? But now you just go out and you get in your car and you take off without even thinking of anything fearful. That's what this is like. You get to go. You get to choose anywhere you want to go, whatever road you want to go down. It's your choice. So thank you again so much, Robert. I do like to keep these short. I want to ask Scott. Scott, what was one of the things that you were afraid of in the very beginning?
Something I was fearful for, I think it was just working on myself first off, and then I was able to then go out there and just start talking to people, but, you know, fearful of people saying no, but then getting over it was big with me too, so I just learned how to grow with what we were taught from Robert, and just go out there and talk to people that have ears that want to hear it, so don't look for people that need it, go for people that want it. So that's what I really learned most about what we've learned with Unlimited Profit. So
thank you so much, Scott. I'm so proud of you. I can't tell you. Every day I smile, grin ear to ear because of the success that you're having, how much you've grown, and how much you're learning through Unlimited Profit. So thank you so much for sharing. You know, I want to remind all of you guys, we were all meant to shine. And when we do shine, we're giving other people permission to shine too. So I hope that's one of the things that we can achieve with these calls. I am so proud of you. I'm so glad to have you with us. I thank each and every one of you for your time. I think, Doug, did you want to say something before we close off? No? Okay. And
wait a second. I do want to say something.
Okay.
I'm sorry, pushed the wrong button. Take my picture away. So I want to say that the most miserable people on earth are the people that count the stuff that doesn't matter. Get that?
I got that. That's very powerful, and I think we just heard that at this last Life Mechanics event that we were at, right?
Yes, Bill told us.
Bill. And, you know, that's another thing I want to point out to you guys. If you guys can ever get to a Life Mechanics event, that was so empowering, so powerful in my life, in my growth. And I know that Scott and Robert and Doug, you can all say the same thing, right? Heads? Yes. It was so incredible. And if you're really looking for personal growth, if you're really looking to get unstuck from where you're at, if you're looking to get results, definitely try your best. You have to try to get to a Life Mechanics event. And at the very least, go to BillEbert.com or LifeMechanics.com and check out some of the videos. There are clips of some of the characters and some incredible things that Robert had shared with us. So another thing I want to do is I want to remind you all, it's Thursday, pro training tonight, and I'm so super excited. It's always phenomenal, but I'm really excited about tonight. I've been chatting back and forth with Robert Hollis Sr. a little bit, and so excited. So I'm reminding you now, set your alarm on your phone so you don't miss it. Check your email. You'll see the link for it there, and if you don't find it, make sure you log into your back office, and it'll be under the Pro Members area. I love each and every one of you. God bless, and I'll see you when I see you.